Hi guys, so I'm just coming on here because I want to address a question that I get asked quite a lot, and that's how I have managed to build a business or build myself up as a coach in the way that I have, and what advice I could give to people, to teachers, to people just coming out of their trainings, looking to try and build clientele, looking to try and build classes, looking to try and get or figure out what they want to do. I have a couple of points that I want to just share. They're quite simple, and I think most of you will know them anyway. But I really feel that they need to be repeated over and over and over again. It's the first thing, you need to be clear. And this is something that I really took a while to find within myself. But you need to be clear with what and who you are as a teacher. So what are you teaching? What are you sharing? What's your focus for? Who are you addressing? Who are you looking to attract into your sessions, into your clients, into your classes? What is it? How is it that you want to work? How is it that you want to share your information? And make sure that you're doing it for you and not because you think it's what you should be doing. So I fell into that trap. And a lot of people do. We get told constantly what we should be doing. This is the best way to sell your classes. This is the only way you should be teaching a yoga class. This is how Pilates should be. All of these things. And actually, the biggest lesson that I have learned in life is that if you are not being true to actually what you are sharing and what you want to share with the world, you're not going to attract the correct or the right people that resonate with you as a person, as a teacher, as a coach, as whatever you're doing. So that was the biggest thing for me, was to actually, and it took a while, like this isn't gonna happen overnight. And you might walk out of your trainings and you might be like, this is what I want. This is me. And you might start teaching, and then 6 months down the road, you might be like, oh my God, what am I doing? This is not me at all. And that's fine as well, realizing that you can change and adapt and grow into who you are as a teacher is all part of the journey. But that is the first thing. Just have a clarity with that within yourself. And that leads very easily into my second biggest thing, and that's authenticity and just being really authentic. So for me, authenticity is a major importance, or is of major importance when it comes to being a teacher and a coach, because realistically, if you're not being 100% true, and if you're not sharing and giving and showing people actually who you are and being honest, how can you expect them to open up? How can you expect them to give back to you that same level of honesty? And without that honesty, you're not going to make progress, especially if it's more on a one-to-one basis. So I think being honest and open and just very authentic, and not putting on this big charade, but actually just being like, look guys, this is who I am. If you resonate with me as I am, come to my classes, come train with me in one-to-one sessions, come try out my online courses. This is me, here I am. It's that big old saying, but you attract your tribe. You attract the people that resonate best with you as a person. So when you are clear in who you are, stick to that, stay authentic to it. Don't change, don't take that pressure or have that pressure put on you to make or to be different. Don't. I'm not someone that says the right things all the time and I crack bad jokes, but I do get results and I'm honest. And so the people that enjoy that, they come and we get things done in our sessions and we work well together because they know who they're signing up with. They know what to expect. And that, I think, is most important of anything that I can honestly say to you. And I think as well, for me, as someone that attends and has also had many mentoring sessions with people, as I've taken many training courses, the ones that have really stuck with me is when I've looked at someone and I've looked at my mentor and I've looked at the people taking these courses and I've gone, you're being honest with me. And I trust them. And I think as soon as that happens, there's this bridge that is opened up between you and your clients where you're like, yes, we can work together and we're on this together. We're on this journey. We're working on the same team, in the same boat. We're going in the same direction. And it just makes things a lot easier. and also just feels better for you. Why would you want to be someone that you're not? Why would you want to try and pretend? It's exhausting. It's exhausting being something that isn't you. So don't do that. Be authentic, be yourself, be true to who you are, and you will attract the people that love that and that want that as their teacher, as someone that will be able to help them in their lives. And the final point that I want to say about building something of sustainability is, and this is a really big thing, especially at the moment where there is a lot of difficulty around financial things, and actually talking about money is often this big like, no, you can't talk about money. Oh my God, you can't talk about money. But know your worth as a coach. Know your worth for the information that you're putting out there, and don't sell yourself short. Unfortunately, and this is the thing, us as teachers, as coaches, we are often made to feel or make ourselves feel guilty for charging a certain amount, but you cannot feel guilty for it. As long as you are not swindling, as long as you're not selling people short, if you are giving them the results, if you're giving them the good quality information, and you know what you're charging equates to what you're giving, you shouldn't feel bad about that. They're paying for a service, they want to pay for it. And when you know your worth, when you put that price out there and you say, this is what I want, this is what I feel comfortable charging, this is what I'm going to charge, the people that are willing to pay for that will again come into your sphere. They're going to come into your life. And on top of that, when you know your worth and you stand your ground and you say, here I am as a teacher, this is what I want, the people that are coming in are going to be willing to put that work in because they're paying for it. They're investing in themselves. And I am a true believer that when you invest in yourself, when you pay for something, you put more energy into it because it's worth something to you. It's like that £300 jumper that you bought that maybe you saved up for 6 months to get. You're going to look after that jumper because it's worth a lot more. But the £3 one that you bought from Primark last week, you're not really going to care about it as much. You're not going to look after it as much. You might put it in with the darks when actually it's a white, and you shouldn't do that. You know, it's that type of thing. We value things that we invest in. So really be clear and set your boundaries when it comes to charging, when it comes to how much you think you're worth, and you know your worth, and then stick to it, because the people that are willing to pay to make that journey with you, to put the work in, will pay. I would pay hundreds to be able to improve and to share and to gain my knowledge. And I've spent thousands in like 5-figure thousands in the last couple of years on courses and training courses and educating myself. I am putting all of that knowledge that I've gained, all of that expertise that I've gained, that has a cost, because I have paid a lot of money to gain that. And not even the money, I put a lot of time into gaining that. So you have to value that. You have to value yourself and value what you're putting forward. Those are my 3 little tips for today. Figure out who you are, what you want to share, what you are putting out into the world. Be authentic to it, stick with it. Don't give up on who you are. Share that as your authentic self. Put that message forward, and people will come into your life because of that. And know your value, know your worth, know what your cost is. I hope this has been helpful for you. If you have any other questions, please drop them in the comments below. Otherwise, it's been lovely chatting, and I will speak to you all soon. Have a wonderful weekend.